Odi 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 yada de odi odi ya. YouTube demonetized our last video because of the intro song, so now I'm not playing it until I fix it.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. They're always
But
flagged.
But, fun fact, we're allowed to say shit and bitch in the first 30 seconds. Damn it, it's the first 30 seconds of when it was on. Damn it. It's a new thing. It's been all over. You're allowed to say shit bitch in the first 30 seconds and not be in trouble for ads.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because, I mean, there's people that are using that language all the time on YouTube.
I agree. It's so stupid. Don't be little shits, bitches.
Okay, if we were in Europe, that wouldn't even be a thing. Like, come on,
Why do
America.
people put so much emphasis on words, words, words? Well, we will find out tonight, everyone, on our Survivor recap show. Don't forget, wherever you guys are watching, make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube. Hit that bell, thumbs up, and subscribe. Did I say Insta? TikTok! All of your favorite places. You guys following, liking, and subscribing is a great way to help support the shows. So make sure that you do that as well as share them. Share them now when you're watching this live. Share it later. Maybe there's a Facebook group or a family member that you think would like it. Make sure you share it with them as well. And of course, if you have any questions about Survivor, you can tweet it to us using hashtag YRRLive. Tweet us during the episode. We're always watching it live. And now, starting this next episode, John, because I know people are a little confused. We have the whole schedule moving around. You have to bear with us, everyone. But now, starting next week, we will always do the Survivor show immediately following the East Coast episode. So we will be on track now. We just couldn't because of the Big Brother finale last night. And I see already people asking in chat, where was John and Drag? Our Big Brother finale spectacular is tomorrow night, also at 8 p.m. Eastern. Correct, John?
It is correct, because we were thinking of you guys. You guys have to get up early, right? I mean, you had Survivor, you had a 2-hour Big Brother. That's 11 p.m. at night.
Really? It is at 11. It is at 11 p.m. at
No,
night.
it would have been at 11 p.m. And then what? To have a recap show for Big Brother until 12:30 midnight? So we were thinking of you guys. And I'm never this scruffy as far as my beard, but you know why I am?
Because you're trying to tap into the Survivor people?
I'm already tapped in. I don't need to do that. I didn't shave because I'm normally pretty clean shaving on our shows, but I'm wanting to get the closest shave I can for my drag extravaganza.
And longer hair equals closer shave?
Oh, the razor's able to get it closer. Hello? Didn't your daddy teach you anything about shaving?
Oh, would you like to yell at him? We'll get him on
No.
FaceTime right now and you can yell at him.
No, I've seen the picture. I'll start crying. I'll start crying.
So yeah, no, I didn't know that. But yes, so that will be taking place on Friday, which is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. And I'm so excited. And we're going to possibly have a few TikToks of me getting ready on your reality recaps. It'll be fun.
It's an Insta story, John.
Insta story, TikToks, Pinterest, MySpace.
Nobody uses Pinterest anymore. Although I will say you could take your Insta stories and post them to TikTok. You most certainly could.
Of course.
Don't even get me started on YouTube Shorts, which, if we want to go on that rant, Please, everybody, go to Your Reality Recaps YouTube and see how
Yeah.
7 years ago Reality Recaps created YouTube Shorts. I called them shorts, John. And now YouTube has shorts, which are basically Insta stories or TikToks.
You are just the pioneer of all of that
Guru.
with none of the credit and none
No.
of the money that comes with that.
Right.
We need to start trademarking stuff, I think.
I really would like to start trademarking everything.
Yeah.
I would. I would like to start trademarking everything.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we going to where would you like to start?
Well, I mean, it's our second episode of Survivor, and it's another jam-packed episode of crazy twists. Like I had to pause it. I had to type, Eric and I have a document that we share notes. I had to type everything out with this new shared idol twist. It was insane. I'm loving it. I'm loving the phrases. I'm loving Survivor this season. I'm so excited.
I am surprised that you are so excited considering how this episode ended. This was the
No.
battle of your man versus
Well,
my man, and
this will be my last Survivor recap.
oh, okay.
So
Well, that took a turn. That definitely
because
took
of
a turn.
David. So I'm still in mourning about
You
it.
mean Voce, Voke, Bokeh, Bachi? What's his name again? I didn't bother to learn it because he's not attractive.
You mean if you notice in our notes, I was calling Xander Xavier because of the X, and I had to go back and change everything. I don't even know his name. All I see is just like a little placenta. I just want to wipe from his cheeks. He's so
I love
young.
it.
Yeah, no. Voce.
It's Voca.
Is that David's name?
Voca. Well, now why are you making me question his name? It's Voce. It's Voce. It's
Wait, let me bring
Voce.
it up. I got to bring up my list. I got to bring
I'm
up
going with Voce.
Voce. Yes,
Yeah,
VOCE. Yeah,
correct. We were saying it Voce. Right. I am
right.
correct. Don't confuse me.
You're the Oracle, but you're not the Survivor Oracle.
No, you're supposed to be, but you don't even know your boyfriend's name, so.
I'm so upset that I'm already trying to forget him
Yeah.
so that it protects me with all the closure.
You're
I'm
protecting your heart.
I'm
You're
protecting my
your
heart. Yes.
Yes, okay. Okay. I want to start, John. I want to start at the start.
Well, I want to start with what happened at
Yeah.
Tribal. The 2 hour premiere. Brad was upset. We saw that in the beginning of this episode. He's really feels kind of betrayed by JD because now all of a sudden JD's all relaxed. He's feeling fine. He's feeling safe in the tribe. So, I think we've got a new tweaker on a show because we
I'm
saw
sorry.
Brad getting a little paranoid. He already, kind of looks like he possibly could cook meth if the whole lumberjack thing doesn't work out. He could definitely be a stand-in in a TV show or a cop show or whatever. But we see him kind of running around. We see JD going to get water with Ricardo to have a little chat, and we see Brad's all crazy in the bushes, hiding out, running first, running and
to the beach to get ahead of them. Running to the
right.
beach to get ahead of them so that he can spy, which
Mhm.
I thought was a really smart plan. I love that he thought, let me go run. I'm going to cut them off. I'm going to get by that water hole. I'm going to spy on JD. I'm going to spy on Brad. And I'm going to find out if they're talking shit about me.
It's fine if you don't get caught. Now, Brad didn't get caught, but the chances of getting caught are pretty high. So,
Well, you just got to close your eyes.
Wait, what?
You just got to close your eyes. That's what we learned from Brad. He was like, if you just close your eyes, then they can't see you either. So he's like, I don't see you. You can't see me.
You're no
Oh,
evil.
there they are.
Hear no evil, see no evil.
Oh, they don't
Yeah.
see me. Oh, they're back. Oh, they don't see me.
Oh, nope, they don't see. I'm invisible again. Yeah, so it's yeah, but I mean, we you already kind of know it's happening, and I think to chance the fact that you could get caught makes it even worse, could make it even
Mm-hmm.
worse for you. So the best thing for you, for a player in that situation, I feel, is to just kind of step back. What's happened, and just, it's a new week, right? And I think,
It is.
you know being so new on it, you don't have food, all you're drinking is water, you're with strangers, like it's hard to kind of try to move past that fast. So it's better to just not react, right?
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was interesting. I think it's going to give us an interesting dynamic going forward. I think it strained Brad's relationship with other people on his tribe.
Mhm.
Um, I was just desperately trying to find. I swear I thought it was Miss Jenny Talley on Twitter who posted it, and now I can't find it. And of course, I'm gonna get the name wrong, but all of us 80s kids will know this. Because I know that you feel that Brad looks like a tweaker, and I'm not saying, you know, I would call him Butterface, but whatever. But I'm just saying you could say tweaker. She said
Heroin
he
chic, yeah, heroin chic,
heroin
yeah, fits
heroin
in.
chic. She said that he looked like, do you remember the guy who wore the bodysuit and you got to see like all the organs, and he would be like, this is my throat and this is my larynx, this is my heart and intestine. He was like that guy who would like do the dance like in the 80s. It's like Brad Bratterson, Goodbody, Mr. Goodbody, Good Peabody. Okay, well, you don't know what I'm talking about, so forget it.
No, I'm like, what?
Okay, you don't know what I'm talking about, so just forget it. Mr. Peabody, I can't find it.
No, but it
It's
sounds
fine.
interesting now. Yeah.
Thank you, Doctor Who Horror says it does look like him. Thank you. I agree, it does.
You guys are
Once
all
I can,
young. You guys are kids. You're children.
we're talking about being children of the 80s. We're talking about being children of the 80s. So, okay,
I don't
anyway,
even
sorry.
remember that. Is that an East Coast thing?
No, I'm trying to find a photo for you, but it's gonna just take me a moment. So in the meantime, this is where you talk.
Right. Okay. Perfect. So then now we go to the Luvu tribe.
Uh-huh.
Deshaun's trying to light fire, which is hilarious. But we got to know Nasser a little bit better. He grew
Mm-hmm.
up in a village in Sri Lanka. He
Yeah.
didn't have electricity there. He didn't have a working toilet there. So we see him thriving so far on
Mm-hmm.
Survivor. Like, this is nothing. And I really thought it was interesting that a lot of the tribe, like some of the tribe was speaking about, if we ever had to go to tribal council, we're probably going to vote him out. It'd be the easiest vote. No one would really have a lot of blood on their hand. But now that they're seeing how much he can do, and we see him crawling up the trees, getting the coconut, hey everybody, you know, and it's easy, and he's in a great mood doing it, like, oh my gosh, yes, keep him,
Yeah.
absolutely. And he's strong. So
I don't even understand how he started the fire. When he was just like, I don't need flint to start fire. What did you do? Yell at the leaf?
like,
He
and
was
scare
just
it.
like, here it
He
is, and now it's
knew.
on fire.
Yeah, you better light.
You better light. I don't get it. I do not get it at all. Okay, I got it. Are you ready? Brad. Okay, got it. Brad, totally not a tweaker at
Brad.
all.
Oh,
Totally not
Brad.
a tweaker. And
Oh,
then
Brad.
Mr. Goodbody from the 80s.
Oh, I do remember him, yes.
And Brad.
Like Mr. Goodbody grew up and is now on Survivor.
And Mr. Goodbody. And then back to Brad. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
Brad.
I don't want to be mean. We would never do this to a woman, but I'm just saying. If you put a paper bag over the head, it's fine. Just put a paper bag on the head. I just don't understand it. I don't
Well, you could
understand.
just sit
God
down
can't.
and you could
Yeah.
just sit down and face the other way, right? Like you can enjoy all the amenities,
I think you just really
but
got to
look
go
the
with
other way.
it. Yeah, I think God gives you a good face or he gives you a good body. It's rare that he gives you both.
Right. It's tough. You got, yeah. Or there would be no challenges in life, right?
Right,
All about
exactly.
growth.
Who wants to go around being pretty everywhere?
Oh, with like, a big penis and oh yeah, it's like perfect
Yeah, no.
body. It's like, oh boo hoo.
Boo.
What's
Boo
wrong with
hoo. We
you? Oh, would you stub your toe? Poor thing.
So which one did you
Yeah,
get?
no. So what?
I said which one did you get? I think it's pretty clear which one I got.
I got the looks and the big penis. I didn't get the body.
Hey, I just meant face or body, but okay. I'm gonna go with face.
Yeah, I got the big penis. Yeah, it's the biggest
Gonna go with
penis.
I got the face.
Penis.
Just the
I just like
face.
saying penis. Yes.
Penis. Yes.
Penis.
Who would have
I
thought
don't
that
want
in
to
the
scare you.
Survivor recap we would have said penis so much? Probably anyone that watches our shows.
It was
But
not in my notes. It wasn't in my
aside
notes at all. Say penis.
It was not in the notes to say penis.
Right.
But yeah, I think, it was interesting to see his, Nasser's heritage, where he grew up. And I think it is, I would assume going to have to be an advantage for him, no?
It's a huge advantage. The thing that I came to mind for me when I saw the village in Sri Lanka is when they had that tsunami that hit them, a
Right.
few years ago. And I thought of that because I had a colleague I worked with back then that was from Sri Lanka that had family there. And I was just kind of thinking of that and just thinking, gosh, have they even had, how much have they rebuilt since then? And then I was looking at, his house and there was no electricity but he was like, we had food, we were happy. And I'm just thinking just the
Um,
simplest things,
mhm.
and he's happy. I mean, yeah, he's on a show now and, and these tasks are so easy for him. But I'm just thinking, when I'm having bad parts of my day, I'm like, oh my gosh, I am just have a plethora of wealth, whether it and not even money, just of everything around me, and food, and you know what I mean, like in a toilet. Like I was like, what am
No,
I complaining
actually, I
about?
don't.
You don't have
I
a
don't.
toilet?
Well, no. I hear. I definitely hear what you're saying. I thought it was. I agree. I thought it was fascinating for him to say, we have everything we need. We had rice. We had some vegetables that grew in a field,
Yeah,
and then he said we had everything. That was all we
every
needed
it's
was
all
rice
we needed.
and vegetables.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, I gotta say, I know people who have dated people that have lived in places like Sri Lanka and Thailand and stuff like that. And yeah, apparently you do. You live off of the rice and frogs. Frogs is another big one. Frogs from the rice fields.
Yeah,
And yeah, so I couldn't do it.
and you're pooping in a hole, and you're pooping
And
in a
you
hole.
and it must be so hot.
Humid,
Yeah, like I would need air
right?
conditioning.
If you're pooping in a hole, there's no air conditioning.
Yeah, no, that's why I think God only gives us what we can handle. I've decided I can only
Then you must be the
handle
one of the
climate
toughest
control.
people. Oh,
Yeah. And so I can only handle controlled climate.
I mean, I could handle that. I just think, for me, even if it was a hole, can we just put a toilet that doesn't work on top of the hole? Do you know what I mean? Can I just sit down like on a porcelain
It's not good for your
throne?
back.
But I need to sit up. I can't be squatting over a hole and, like
It's
I just
good.
want
It's
to just have
supposedly
the
great for
toilet that
you.
doesn't work and just put it on top of the hole and then let me do my thing. I want to lift
Why
up
do
the
you wanna?
lid. I want to
Why do
sit
you need to?
down.
Why do you need to Americanize Sri Lanka?
Well, I'm saying
They're
me being
happy.
American, if I was there going there to live, like, I mean, there's
Just
just
bring a
it's
squatty potty.
better. It's a better position to poop in. It's healthier. You know how they even have those little steps that you are supposed to lift your legs even higher
Yeah, squatty
to
potty.
to get a better yeah, to get a better angle to poop. Like, yeah, give me that and I can poop in a hole. I don't know why. Look, what are we talking about?
I don't know what we're talking about either, but it's where the show went, and we're going there.
Yeah, so I had a lot. I was really impressed with Nacer.
Yeah.
Everything seemed effortless with him, and I noticed that when I thought back of the 2 hour premiere, but I didn't know, and so now it all makes sense and stuff. Next scene we see Tiffany fishing.
And I'm so tired.
Like, what are
I'm
they, pollywogs? Like, what are you fishing for? Like, she's just sitting
I
there,
don't She was pumicing her feet too with the sand, wasn't she?
or or something. Yeah, she
She was
cracks
just
me up.
I have so many questions about Tiffany from tonight's episode. I don't
Yeah.
think that the Survivor show is the place to learn them or that I should be bringing them up without the answers. But we do have a lot of people watching, live in the chat. I thought, like, didn't she say that that she had the surgery to remove
She had
everything?
the total mastectomy,
Right, but
yes.
she had boobs.
Well, she got a boob job. So
Okay.
she has implants in there. Haven't you ever watched Botch?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite shows. Botched with
Yeah,
Terry Dubrow.
no.
Oh my
No.
gosh, Heather Dubrow's husband. Yeah, so you can have they take off the entire breast and then they put listen to me. Then they put expanders in to expand the skin enough to then be able to stick an implant in there and shape and make a breast.
Okay, are you sure that you're gay? Because you know a lot about breasts.
I I think if I wasn't, I would be definitely be a boob man.
Uh,
I thought, I don't know, whatever. I'm
I'd be
just gonna
I'd be a
shut up.
boob man. If I was straight, I'd be a boob man.
Okay.
Is that better?
I think boobs
Yeah,
are just
and
the
then
butt of
and
the
then there's
chest.
and then there's no nipple, and so they have a tattoo artist come in and tattoo like 3D nipples, and so when you look at it, it looks like a nipple.
Is there any way they could do some 3D contouring and make Xander's nipples smaller with tattooing?
You don't like a fleshy pink nipple?
I don't like Xander's big giant nipple, but we've already discussed that.
Like the areola is too much for you? The
Yes,
areola?
it's too big. I don't understand his giant nipple. It's weird. It's weird.
It's the way the Lord made him.
Well, then get that tattoo stuff and make it normal. I mean, not normal. What's normal? Who's to say? I don't know.
What is normal?
What is normal? I had a comment. Now it just slipped my brain. I lost it. I can't remember
You
now.
lost it
I
because the,
lost it.
the the big fleshy nipple erased your mind.
It did.
It's dead.
Yes, it did. It did. I just have many nipple jokes on my brain, and I'm like, no, none of them are appropriate.
I never think about a big fleshy nipple. I don't know. I've never had to
Um.
deal with it.
Oh, I know what I know where I know what I was saying. I was saying I had other questions. I'm saving them. I'll look it up myself. It doesn't matter. I just say good for Tiffany is my whole point. Good for Tiffany.
Well, I mean, yeah. So good for Tiffany. She's she's still there. It seemed a little, scary at first, but yeah, she's there. We see, speaking of, fleshy pink nipple, we see Xander, and he's kind
Yes,
of going out looking for an idol,
there
shirtless,
is.
with his nipples just flopping around.
There is.
Um, See, I don't know. He looks great. I think, yeah.
You're ridiculous. You're
So you like
ridiculous.
Brad's nipples better than Xander's nipples?
I think we're spending entirely too much time on their nipples, but yes.
But you like Brad's nipples better. Like
Sure. If I'm
if
gonna,
Brad's nipples were on Xander, he would be perfect.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Besides barely
But
having any pubic hair. Right.
what?
Because he's so young. Um,
He is 21.
he looks, yeah, 17. So Xander finds an advantage. And
Yes,
you know
he
what
does.
freaked me out about this
What?
advantage? It
What?
says you either take it or leave it. Like, you can't even read it first. If
Yeah.
you unwrap it, you've accepted it or leave it.
You bought
Like
it.
that would have freaked me out. Just that right there.
Yeah. 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 I mean, and who isn't gonna do it?
Probably
No.
Frenchie, like with Big Brother when he didn't roll the dice.
That's true. But
Right.
I
Right.
mean, I wouldn't say that's totally the same thing because Frenchie
know.
knew what the reward was.
Of course, it's
I don't think
comedic recap.
I don't think anybody would turn it down.
No, and you don't, but I mean it does say that there's a risk. And so he's already gone through the first challenge where he could have possibly lost a vote and didn't, thank goodness, ended up getting an extra vote. So I mean, it's good to take these risks, but it's only day 5. It's only day at that point it was only day 4. Like, okay, I've already gone through some big stuff. Do I really need this? Like, you really have to kind of weigh that. But he didn't, and he opened it, and it was crazy. I don't think we've never seen any type of advantage like this on Survivor. I
Well,
literally had to like pause my DVR to really read it and understand it.
now, yes. Now, I would say good thing that we never had anything like this before, and I don't think they'll ever be able to do it again with the stupid phrases. So, for those of you that didn't watch it, basically what Xander found was, now it's an immunity idol, but
Right.
in order to activate your immunity idol,
Right.
the people in the other 2 tribes have to find their hidden note that Xander just found. So, in other words, all 3 people in all 3 tribes have to find their hidden note. So now Xander has found it for the yellow tribe. No one has found it for the blue or the green. Now, we don't know that. The way
We don't
that
know
you
that yet.
know if the other people have found it is when you go to tribal, you have to say your phrase that is on the
when you
paper.
go
I'm
to
sorry,
the
immunity.
challenge,
You have to
you
say
have
your
to
phrase.
say your phrase, and then if the other 2 people from each tribe say their phrase at the same challenge, then the
Yes.
power's activated.
Now,
But until then, it is not.
so we had Xander at immunity do his phrase, which
Well,
was
we're not done. But until that happens, what's his name? Xander loses a vote at tribal until the other 2 people say their phrase. Now, if nobody finds those idols and we've gotten to merge, then it's null and void and Xander can vote again.
Right. So he has to make
Right.
it to the merge in order to be able to vote again if the other other people from the tribes don't find their thing. Here's my question. So we know he went to immunity, and we know that Xander stood up there, and Jeff was like, did you guys have a rough night, Xander? And Xander's like, sure did, no Flint, couldn't sleep. And by the way, Jeff, I think that butterflies are really our dead relatives just saying hello. Am I right? And then crickets. Now.
Oh, no. Everybody looked at him like he was insane.
Well, he said he had a bad dream, And then now,
Said he had a bad dream, and it was, I truly believe that butterflies are dead relatives saying hi.
now was I have many questions. Number one, is that them throwing shade at Paulie from Big Brother 17? This was a big plot line on Big Brother with Paulie that people still make fun of him to this day about. I wonder if it is an homage to that, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, now, does he have to do this every single immunity? Because it seemed like they do. It said everyone has to say their phrase at the same meeting, at the same immunity challenge. So, how is this not going to be weird if these people don't find it for 3 weeks and at every single immunity Xavier's like, butterflies are dead relatives talking to me? People are going to be like, that kid is insane.
Yeah.
But let's go with the second person finds theirs. With the second phrase is, trees, broccoli looks like mini trees. I just figured it out. Now we're going to have Xander at 3 ceremonies in a row talking about butterflies and dead relatives. Somebody else talking about broccoli being little treesies thing. Are people really not gonna think?
Oh,
what
but the other
fuck?
one's gonna be like, I'm as confused as a goat on AstroTurf. What's going on here?
But when they keep saying it each time, I mean, I guess one of them will only have to say it one time. But the other
Right.
two could have to keep saying
But
it over and over and
Xander is
over.
Xander's gonna have to say it over and over on every challenge until merge, at least until merge.
Well,
So
yes, sure, okay.
yeah. So
Unless
I don't know if he can like maybe repurpose it a little bit. So the phrase is, I truly believe that butterflies are dead relatives saying hi. I wonder if he could kind of, change it up a little bit. You know, sometimes when I'm out and I'm thinking and I see butterflies, I think of my dead relatives and I think they're saying hi. Like what is he allowed to,
probably not
change it
because
up a little bit? Like what do you think?
probably not, because again, I say standards and, Survivor is different than Big Brother in that standards and practices are apparently there at every single challenge, making sure that everything is fair and legal. So I would imagine he has to say the phrase as it is written on the paper. Like, I think it's good in theory, but like it just should have been a word. It shouldn't have been a stupid phrase. Like, they want it
Right.
exposed. Clearly production wants it exposed by making it a phrase. It could have just been like, you have to make an animal sound. So like, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. But I mean,
Right.
and I was half kidding when I said that this was a reference to Paulie on Big Brother, because that was his issue. But the more I think about it, yes, I think it is, because
Yeah.
Paulie is Cody's brother. Cody and Derek playing together on their season of Big Brother, they had Team America. And they had this same challenge. Remember where, in order to find out who their other Team America players are, they had to go into the backyard and Derek
Mhm.
Levasseur had to be like, I like apple pie. And then, like, douchebag Donnie was like, apple pie with vanilla ice cream. You know? So I feel like they
Yeah.
were borrowing from Big Brother a little bit. A little bit.
But yeah, but I'm really going to be curious to see next week when we see Xander saying this phrase again, and
I don't think
people
he's
going,
gonna.
if
I
he
don't think he's
wants,
gonna.
you think he'll just let it die out?
No, I think production is going to change the rules on us. I think what's going to happen is we're just going to see person number 2 say their phrase, and they're just going to hope that we forgot that Xander was supposed to say his. I think they're just going to let it happen where he said it, he's done now. He's going to wait and listen for someone else to say theirs. And then the person
Right.
who on the next tribe gets theirs is going to go, oh, Xander already said that phrase. I have to say my phrase, and let's wait for that. I don't think they're going to. I also think it's going to be stupid for the show. We don't have a lot of time in the episodes as it is. We're going
Right.
to make these phrases take up 5 minutes of every show going forward.
Well, yeah, and that would be smart of Xander to do that, but I don't know. I mean, telling people you just met your
No, this is
alliance.
ridiculous. This is, if you ever want to know what it's, why I say people in their 20s, and I'm sorry if you're watching, these freaking 20-year-old reality stars that think they understand life and know shit, and you don't. You
No. And so what
don't.
worries me is that Xander would just be like, oh, I just, I truly believe. I mean, I hope he waits and listens to the other phrases because, once somebody else on another tribe maybe finds the advantage after that immunity
Oh, I
challenge
see what you're
and then
saying.
reads it and says, oh, this is that crazy thing that Xander said. Oh, he's got it. Now I know if I say mine, then he'll say his, and then hopefully someone in the other beach will say theirs. So I think,
I see what you're
yeah.
saying, so
So
I didn't think of it that way.
Xander has said his to everybody. He looked crazy, and everybody was like, "What? You're nuts. You're young." Now, if somebody else on the other beach, from let's say, Luvu, says, "Oh, I'm as confused as a goat on AstroTurf," then Xander will know that's one of the phrases, and they could sit there and wait for someone from
Yeah,
the
then
other tribe to say the broccoli looks like a tree thing. If they don't, Xander doesn't say his, and they have to
correct.
wait to the next immunity. Do you know what I mean?
I I know exactly what you mean. I think that is very smart. I think that I didn't even think that that's the
Hopefully.
way he could play it. And then he can just be like when if they're like, "Oh, goat on AstroTurf" or "little
Right.
broccoli," he can very easily just
Then he could
say,
be the last one to say it.
"Yeah,"
And
and
then
he
all their
can
powers are activated, right?
right,
Or
and
their
he
idols.
can just go. That was just like me the other day. Remember when I said the butterfly bubba? And so, yeah, that
Dead
is easy.
relatives everywhere.
You're right. I'm thinking he has to say it first, regardless.
Yeah.
No, that's not part of the rules. So,
Right.
yeah. So we just got to hope the other people are smart. All right. We're
Right.
spending way too much time on this, and there's so much more to this. We need to move it.
So we see Xander tell my David and Evie about his advantage. So they know about the extra vote. They know now about this advantage. It's like, can you keep some
Ridiculous.
cards to your chest, right? So then we
Yes.
see Evie talk to Tiffany and is it Elena?
Tiffany and Chantel, no?
No, it's Leanna.
Liana.
Lian. Yeah.
Liana.
And because
Liana.
they want to do kind of a girls alliance. And so I don't know. I mean, she was telling them everything, telling them about the phrase, really, kind of throwing Xander under the bus. I get where Evie was coming from. Xander has a lot of power at the moment, more than anybody on her
Well,
tribe.
he's an
So,
idiot.
but he can be very dangerous. Idiots are dangerous. Did you know that? So,
Yes.
we don't know what's going to happen. So, and then she also told him about him losing his vote, so he doesn't get to vote. So maybe this is the perfect time to get him out. Then, yeah,
Yes. Now, can we, and I would love for people to comment below, or put it in the chat. This was the stupidest thing Xander did, correct? Not only, and I don't understand. I don't understand how Xander went from last week, keeping the information to myself. I'm
He
going
didn't.
to
He
lie to
told
the
the
people.
entire tribe that he had an extra vote.
He did, but he didn't tell the whole story, remember? He was
Right.
like, I'm leaving out parts of it and how it happened and ba-da-da-da-da-da. And now this week, he's all like, okay, so here it is. You can totally read it. By the way, just reminding you, I also have an extra vote. I don't watch Survivor religiously. Even I knew watching this scene, what are you doing? You are literally telling people you just met about all your advantages and all the cards you have available to you in this game, and you think they're gonna keep you?
Right.
I don't get it.
I don't. He's so trusting. He's like a little puppy. Just a little baby. Just a little baby with big nipples. He's just a baby with big nipples.
Just,
So yeah. So
just,
he's being a
yeah.
little. He's being a little too trusting. So now we're
Mhm.
at day 5. We're at the immunity and reward challenge. So now Survivor is blessing 2 of the tribes with fishing gear. Yay, Tiffany! We'll finally not have to try to pick pollywogs out of a little delta by the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what did you think of this challenge?
I thought that I don't think any of the challenges look difficult on Survivor so far this
Oh my
season, so
God,
I
there's so
don't.
much more. There's so much more difficult than Big Brother.
I know you keep saying that, and I'm like, am I supposed to feel bad that Tiffany can't forward thrust on a beam? What am I missing? What am I
I could,
missing? For the love of God,
I
the whole challenge is sit on a beam and scoot your butt forward. And she's like, I just can't do it. I'm so
well, I
exhausted.
just seen her tip over, and we're the same age, so I was like going, is it that difficult? Could I do that?
Look, I get it. She doesn't have any water. She doesn't have any food. I can't imagine what it's like not to eat anything for 3 days and then have to do anything. So 100%, I understand that is what the issue is for her.
I'm sure having the double mastectomy was probably the worst thing. Get across that beam.
Yeah, but if you don't got any, gas in your tank, you can't move.
That's true, but all you had to do was scooch. So, I loved that she powered through that. She did get, eventually across. And then we saw, um, gosh, I didn't even put it in my notes. Not
What?
Chantel. No, the one that was right after her that jumped on the net, swam
Oh,
across,
yes.
actually balanced on the balance beam,
Yes.
and
For the
yeah,
yellow team.
and got
Not yellow
them
team,
to
blue team.
start, yeah, and got
Yes.
them to start, doing their puzzle.
Yeah, that was Liana. That was Liana.
Yeah, Leanna. So yes. So
And
Heather
no.
sets. Yeah, Heather sits out. She's the other oldie,
Mhm.
golden oldie. I'm gonna call her
Mhm.
golden oldie.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, she gets fall in the water. Um,
I have a question from Dr. Huhor over in the
yes.
chat. She wants to know if Xander is gone before the other 2 idols are found, does that mean the other 2 people who found it just lose their votes until merge? Really?
Yes.
We know that for a fact.
Yes.
See, I will say, this is my biggest problem with Survivor. I don't like we don't know answers. At least if we just had live feeds, we'd be able to piece together the answers ourselves. When it comes to Survivor, you're just left with a million questions that never get answered, and you just gotta hope that the edit'll make it make sense.
Let me answer it for you. The
Yeah, go ahead.
three-way shared immunity, each tribe has one, but in order for your idol to have the power, the other 2 idols also must be found. Here's how you will know. The next time the immunity challenge, you will say a secret phrase in front of the other players. If another player has found their idol, they will reply with their secret phrase.
Phrase.
Once all phrases have been said at the same immunity challenge, then all 3 idols have power. But until then, you cannot vote in the tribal council. This is why this advantage says beware. So we already talked about the phrases. If all idols are not found by merge, the vote penalty ends and your idol is forever dead. So if those phrases aren't said at a tribal altogether because someone was voted out, they lose their vote till merge. That's how I'm reading it.
Yeah, that's how it sounds. That's how it sounds. Well, thank you for taking a screen grab of that.
I typed it out. So I did that.
Thank you for typing that out.
You are so welcome. It's attention to detail.
Dr. Who Whore thanks you very much. She says, now we know. So thank you. She appreciates it. She also said this is the first season of her watching Survivor, and that she is watching it because of us. And she asked me the other day, does that main host guy always yell at everyone in such a derogatory way? And I said, sure does.
That doesn't change.
Sure does.
Doesn't change at all. So
doesn't change. Sure does.
Yeah. So we. So we saw, Yaza tribe start to catch up with their puzzle after, Tiffany finally, got onto the dock and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't good enough. So they
wasn't good enough for our yellow tribe.
Nope. And they ended up going to tribal. But at the end,
well, no.
Well, I mean, they not tribal at that moment. But then we also saw that the winning tribe got to pick somebody from that tribe to go on a boat ride. And then I think the next person was from a different tribe, but then it was Deshawn who volunteered. So it was Evie and Deshawn got to go on the boat ride.
Yes. Jeff said, you guys won as a tribe, pick two people are going, you as a tribe pick the first person. They picked Evie. Then he said, okay, now you pick the second person. It can be someone from your tribe. Deshawn volunteered. They sent him. Now, here's the thing. And I know that I'm probably on an island, no pun with this. This to me is stupid. Are we doing this every episode? Is every episode we're going to take the people, make them walk on this stupid trail for 3 hours, pull them away from tribe, and then be like, okay, are you going to risk your vote or keep your vote? I don't know. It's like, I don't need to see the same thing happen over and over. This is why we didn't care for the cookout edit. We didn't want the same thing week after week after week after week. But to Big Brother's credit, at least it was interesting when the stuff happened because we had the live feeds to fill in all the blanks. This is just, I'm going to watch these people go for a walk again.
Here's how I see it, and I might be seeing this through a different lens.
Tell me how Sue sees it. Tell me how Sue sees it.
I might be seeing this through a different lens. Where's my lens? Okay. Maybe a rose-colored lens. Let me. This is how I'm seeing it. Okay.
Did you borrow those from Sarah Beth?
I did. I put her in a chokehold, and I'm like, give them to me. So I'm seeing this as it's a way for two different people from two different tribes to get a feel for each other. We see Evie and Deshawn immediately start to talk. We see her talking about, hey, listen, we're going to tribal. Things are bad. I'm not going to lose my vote. This is how, she immediately strategized with him, which you get that. I also think that the merge is coming a lot sooner than we think. And now we've got all of these different people from different tribes already getting to know each other. Because I think there's going to be so much crazier twists once they've all merged and the tribes are gone, and it's going to happen earlier, that everybody's got a chance to do you know what I mean? To kind of start to build alliances with other people outside their tribe. So I love this twist. I'm loving Evie's game right now. I think she's doing amazing.
Oh,
I love that she feels so upfront, and it's like I'm not losing my vote. Things are shady at my camp, but if you vote differently, then we'll get an extra vote. So I love that immediately strategizing. Let's just do it. That's going to help her in the long run at the merge. Should Deshawn still stay there, still be there?
I mean, I think it's definitely clear that the merge has to be coming a lot sooner because they're not gonna be able to have a tribe of two people competing. And, yellow team just keeps losing.
Right.
So it has to. So yeah, that's interesting. I see what you're saying. So the point of doing the risk your vote, keep your vote each time is to create these bridges to other tribes for when the merge is there.
Sooner.
Now, right, for a sooner merge happening. I still have to say I think Evie is real stupid here.
Why do you think she's stupid?
Well, number one, and everybody knows this, I am all for girl winning. I always prefer a female winner on all these shows, and I love when the females work together. But this is Survivor. And Tiffany is clearly your weakest link. For you to, I mean, it's almost like the same thing as Azah. Just to make the comparison, you're literally sacrificing what's best for your game for a title or for something that is, you know, well, it is not the same with Tiffany. I want to say irrelevant. My
Yeah.
point is, just for Evie to stick with the girls and the girls to be like, well, we're in a girl alliance. They're literally
Girl
making it
power.
so that they're going to lose week after week. And then Evie is selling out not only the trust that Xavier has given, Xander, now I'm doing it, that Xander has given her. She's also selling out her team. And she's standing there being like, this is going to put me in such a great spot in the merge. No, it's going to make Deshawn go back and be like, okay, so Evie's a rat. We need to not trust her in the merge. And I got all the information on the yellow team, so let's make sure that we're not like Evie. Let's not expose our team secrets. And when people tell me information, I'm gonna keep it. Evie is a horrible team player.
Not
Horrible.
with, not with the girls. Do you want to know how I see
Oh,
it?
good. How far will that get? How far will that get her?
Do you want to know how I see it?
Tell me, how do you see it?
So Evie is playing both sides. Yes, with the girls and with the guys. You know, um, even keeping Tiffany. Obviously, she feels more safer and feels more loyalty with Tiffany. Those tribes have to go away eventually. So you know what? If you're not happy with your yellow tribe, let's just strip it away and get that done sooner, is what I say. And stick with the girls that you have got loyalty to. You see David as a threat. Look how David's questioned in tribal council. Look how he came up with that fraction. All crushes aside, I would look at David as a threat too, and I'd be like, you know what? Maybe this is a chance to get him out. Tiffany's easy; she's going to be, later. So let's maybe get him out. And but I was really shocked that they didn't get out Xander. I really thought it was Xander or Tiffany, and so I just think they saw David kind of more of a threat. I think they saw David controlling Xander like a puppy dog a little bit. And so I think David was the one to go. And you know what? I think if they end up in tribal council next week, Tiffany's in trouble.
Right. Now, you have to remember that there might be people who didn't watch the first episode, so they don't understand why you're calling
Catch up.
Voce David, because John thinks he looks like David from Schitt's Creek, which he
He
doesn't.
reminds me. He's got the same coloring. He has that same as Danny Levy, and I love Danny. So yeah,
Or just Dan Levy, because he hates when he's called
Dan
Danny.
Levy. I call him Danny, so it's close
Okay.
friends too. So
I love that for you.
yeah.
So, oh goodness, I just hold on. Diane Porter says in chat, you don't think that they'll just mix up the tribes instead of doing a merge if they go low? They could.
They could. I mean, we've seen it in the past where all of a sudden they just throw out new bandanas and there's only 2 colors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
They
it's
could.
like if you're not that great with yellow or you see threats on your current team, I say let's go to tribal every week, and you know what? I'm just going to take my chances.
And
So,
I agree with what Heather said in the chat, which is why I also would not have gotten rid of Xander. Heather says they know that Xander can't vote. They know the phrases, so they always are in control of the situation. It doesn't
yeah,
matter. Get
they
rid of
have the
someone who can vote.
yeah, they have the votes now. Now they control the tribe. Xander is been painted in a corner. He can't vote. He's got an extra vote that he can't use because you can't vote.
Oh God, if I was those girls now and I was on that tribe, I'd be like, all right, Xander, first things first, I'm gonna need you to go get a leaf and I'm gonna need you to whittle a loincloth. We're all, our feet are a little bit sore. We're gonna need a foot rub before you go get us some water. Don't talk back or we're
Uh
voting
uh
you out.
uh.
Uh uh
Cover those
uh, do,
nipples.
do
Cover
what
those
we say.
nipples.
Do what we say, Xander. You're getting voted out.
Rub a little salt water on those nipples. Maybe they'll shrink. We don't know.
We don't know what they can do, but it is interesting. I was way more worried how Tiffany spiraled and did not listen to the team than her performance in the comp. It was so erratic. This is clear. I'm sorry. And, you know, there's nothing I love more than a Xander. And not for nothing, I also
Hmm.
love Tiffany, too. She very much
Yeah.
seems like my kind of people. And then I want to love Evie because she's part of our community. But I'm so sorry. This is just a horrible team of people making horrible move
Nope.
after horrible move. Like,
Nope. I completely disagree.
worst moves. This team needs to be dissolved.
No, and I think they just want it dissolved. Right now, they have all the power. Like, I love Debbie Dawn in the YouTube chat. I thought Evie was keeping Tiffany as a shield. Yeah, as a shield and a vote because Tiffany's going to vote for her.
Sure.
Yeah, until this tribe's dissolved.
It's good to have someone who's a voting shield for
Plus,
you
she's
because
made
you'll
connections. Yeah, she's made connections with Deshaun. Xander's probably a little big-eyed puppy dog going, I don't know what happened. David's gone now. And then Evie will just pet his head and rub his nip and go, it's okay. You're okay. We got you. You're safe. You're
no, he's
safe.
not going to trust them anymore. He's not going to tell them anything.
He doesn't have a choice. He is trapped. He has no
Until he
vote.
goes out.
No power.
Look, I'm going to tell you right
Until
now
he's
again.
like, there's the butterflies with my dead family. Hi, guys.
Hi, dead butterfly
then.
family. Of all things that I know about Survivor, I know that Jeff loves to have the alpha male get all the prizes. So I got a feeling that Xander is going to find another immunity idol that undoes the other idol any hot second now.
Oh, absolutely. And did you guys catch Jeff whispering just before the tribal? It's like, really? Do you need that much more airtime?
Wait, what happened?
What was it? Let me look at my notes really quick.
Well, you're doing that. I see that Maximus mom says, I'm really having trouble remembering their names. Well, that's why I've been trying on this episode to be bringing up the photos of the people that we're talking about when we're mentioning them to help you. You're welcome.
No, Jeff, right before the immunity challenge, we've got the immunity challenge, and there's going to be 2 immunity idols.
Okay, first of all, you like this show and you like Jeff Probst, so don't take my thing. I actually don't like him.
I'm not thrilled with Jeff Probst. No.
Well, that's surprising because I thought just like him,
I
you
sat
hated
there and
women.
talked about his looks in the last show. What are you talking? I wasn't saying he was good looking. Just
Not what you
saying.
told me.
Just saying.
So,
I
so what
think
you
him
told
and
me. You
Brad could
texted me.
be.
It's right here.
I think him
Jeff
and
Probst,
Brad
so
could
good
be
looking.
cooking up a new batch in the Breaking Bad sequel. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think.
Yeah. I okay. Yeah. I think that
Yeah.
this is, an interesting season so far. I'm looking forward to the more that comes. Now, people are telling me, and I'll look into this for the next episode now. Again, I haven't always been the biggest Survivor fan. Now, apparently, we can go to the CBS website and we can learn more. Like, we can
No,
watch extra.
there's a game we can play.
No, but isn't there like Ponderosa? Or like, I need more information of what actually has happened. I'm pretty sure there is. I'll find it out for you guys on the next episode, and I will go check out what is happening behind the scenes in these Ponderosas and such sort.
Yeah, I'm seeing the game within a game.
Game
Solve
within
this
a
week's
game.
puzzle. Click here. So there's a code that Jeff pointed to.
Right.
And you can enter the code and submit, and then you can play the game within the game.
Within a game. Yeah, I'm
and
not
it looks like
interested.
it's happening every episode. So
Yes, I only play games on Twitch. Currently, Dead by Daylight.
there you go. I currently play games with my spouse. So head games.
It's fun. I'm in love. Unless Xander is watching this, call me. Just
David,
kidding
I'm
about the
crying
nipples.
with you. David, I'm crying with you. I'll miss you. Breakups are hard. I know.
So, of course, John and I now will be live, and it'll be so much less chaotic for us to do these going forward after this week, because we will be live immediately following the
Yes.
episode.
Yep.
So, the East Coast airing. So next Wednesday, right after the East Coast airing airs, is when John and I will be live doing our next Survivor recap show. Of course, depending when you are watching this, tomorrow, Friday, which is the 1st of October. It is the 1st of October, Friday, tomorrow. We will be at 8 p.m. Eastern. We will be doing our Big Brother finale recap rundown drag spectacular edition. And I got lots to say. I got tea. I got info. I've already been in the DMs with the Christians and the Frenchies and the Ozas, and I already got info. So we will be going over all of those things tomorrow, and then we'll have more news about the postseason interviews tomorrow for Big Brother. So much more fun stuff coming for you guys. We love all of you. John, any final thoughts?
No, I just want to thank Rebecca and Rodney and Robin and C. Farlow and Destiny and Socks and
you want to
of
thank
course
Socks?
our very own Jackie Knows for moderating. You're so fabulous at doing that. Thank you so much. Mwah.
Well, I want to thank Eric C. Fan over on YouNow and Gwen and Yanisa. They are the
Lori.
top 3. What?
And Lori.
And Lori. Always Lori. But yeah, I just noticed there's no, John Fan. Anyway, I was like, what is your last initial? I always just go Comedy Jonah.
Over 10 years. That was just my birthday. So
I just don't even know what your name is anymore. What is that? Make sure that you wear those glasses for when we chat with Sarah Beth, and we're gonna see you guys all in the next show. We will see you guys all on the next show again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, for our Big Brother finale roundup, and John will be in drag. That's when we'll be together. See you guys then. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, friends.